the action words that are needed to frame the sentences, right? Yeah, without verbs you can't frame or you can't express your sentences, your actions. Okay, so el verbo or los verbos, the verbs that are ending the regular verbs. First let us learn about regular verbs, the that ends with ar ending. Second one is er ending type, and third one is ir ending. So the action words are called verbs. AR ending hablar, caminar. Hablar is to speak. Caminar is to walk. ER ending comer, to eat. Beber, to drink. IR ending escribir, to write. Cubrir, to open. Now, how to conjugate them in present tense? Yo habló. In present tense, yo habló, I speak. Tú hablas, you speak. Él, ella, usted habla. He or she or you formal speak. Hablamos, we speak. Habláis, you all speak. Hablan, they speak. So just write this. 80s of India. Just write this one, the conjugation of present tense of hablar. All the AR ending regular verbs, you have to conjugate it like this. Once you are done, let me know. Okay. So let me just tell, then you can write all. ER ending, comer. We have seen comer. Yo como, I eat. Tú comes. Okay. Él, ella, usted come. Okay. He or she or formal. They eats. Nosotros, we eat, comemos. Vosotros coméis. On E there is accent. Habláis. On A there is accent. Ellos, ellas, ustedes comen, they eat. Yo vivo, I live. Tú vives, you live. Él, ella, usted, he, she, usted, live, up. Then nosotros, nosotras, live, vivimos. Vosotros vivís, on I there is accent. Ellos, ellas, ustedes viven. Okay. So just write this one.
Hello everyone and welcome to Use Your Spanish. Bienvenidos a Use Your Spanish, the place where you can learn the Spanish that you really need. In today's video, we are going to continue with our new series of videos called Vamos al grano. This is our episode number 4, and the topic for this lesson is conjugation of regular verbs. So let's go for it. This video is mainly oriented to beginners, to students that are just starting to learn the language. I am sure that you are going to find it very useful because in this video you are going to learn how to conjugate regular verbs in the present tense, and also you will learn how to create simple but also very useful phrases in Spanish. So I advise you to stay until the end because in the last part of this video I will give you some useful examples and also to speak, the verb to eat, and the verb to live. These verbs are in their infinitive form. The infinitive form of a verb is the verb in its basic form. It is the version of the verb which will appear in the dictionary. So as you can see in English, the infinitive form of a verb is usually preceded by the particle to. In Spanish, you can also recognize the infinitive form of a verb, but not by looking at an extra word like to, but by looking at the end of the verb. In Spanish, The infinitive form of both regular and irregular verbs can have one of three possible endings. The verbs ending in ar, like hablar, the verbs ending in er, like comer, and the verbs ending in ir, like vivir. So based on these endings, Spanish verbs are said to belong to the first conjugation if they end in ar, the second conjugation if they end in er, or to the third conjugation if they end in ir. Okay, so this is the most basic thing that you need to know about Spanish verbs. Now, as you can see, Spanish verbs have two parts, the stem and the ending. And this applies for both regular and irregular verbs. Have a look at the stem and endings of these three regular verbs. Very easy, right? So, if we want to conjugate the verb, that is, to assign a form for each subject pronoun, just like in English when we say I am, you are, he is, she is, etc. The first step is to eliminate the infinitive ending, which we call terminación in Spanish. So we keep the beginning of the verb, which is called the stem in Spanish is called.
If you are going to remove the endings, okay, so whenever you are going to conjugate the verb in present tense, always remove the endings. AR, remove it. ER, remove it. IR, remove it. Okay, then what is remaining? Able, comb, weave. Okay, that is called the stem verb. Okay, the stem.
Called raíz, and then we add a new ending that varies according to the subject pronoun that performs the action denoted by the verb. Okay? Before we go into the different possibilities of the conjugation of the verbs, I would like to remind you what the subject pronouns or the personal pronouns are in Spanish. Do you remember them? Let's have a look at them. The subject or personal pronouns in Spanish are the following: yo, which means I; tú, which means you, and it's used in an informal way; usted, which means you but is used in a formal way; él, which means he; ella, which means she; nosotros o nosotras, which mean we; vosotros o vosotras, which is a plural form of you and is mainly used in Spain. An equivalent in English would be like when you say you all; ustedes, which is also a plural form of you but mainly used in Latin America; and ellos o ellas, which mean they. As you can see here on this table, nosotros, vosotros, and ellos also have feminine forms and can be used to refer to a group of males or to a group of both males and females. In contrast, when you use the feminine forms nosotras, vosotras, and ellas, we refer only to females. Okay? Another interesting thing is third person singular.
So this one we have done
In this
persons.
video, you are going to learn the conjugation in the present tense, more exactly, the present indicative. So as I said before, Spanish verbs are classified into three different conjugations. The first conjugation, if they end in ar; the second conjugation, if they end in
the
er;
screenshot
or
of
the
this. You can
third
write it later.
conjugation, if they end in ir. Let's have a look at some examples. The verb caminar, caminar. So following this pattern, we take the stem of the verb, we eliminate the ending, and we replace this ending for the respective ending according to the subject that we are talking about. Yo camino, I walk. Tú caminas, you walk. Usted camina, you walk. Él camina, he walks. Ella camina, she walks. Nosotros o nosotras caminamos, we walk. Vosotros o vosotras camináis. You all or you guys walk. As I said before, this is the only conjugation in this tense that has an accent, as you can see here. Next one, ustedes caminan. You all or you guys walk. And finally, ellos o ellas caminan. They walk. Now the verbs ending in er, like the verb
Caminar is to
comer.
walk.
The conjugation would be yo como, I eat. Tú comes, you eat. Usted come, you eat. Él come, he eats. Ella come, she eats. Nosotros o nosotras comemos, we eat. Vosotros o vosotras coméis, you all or you guys eat. Usted live, tú
Vivir, we
vives,
have done.
you. So don't worry, as you can see here. Okay. Can be él habla español o
What I am going to give you some verbs. Okay, so just see, take the screenshot. You can write it later. Okay. Yeah. So can you see here? Bailar, to dance, cantar, to sing. Yo canto, tú cantas. Okay, like that. Estudiar, to study. Tomar is to take. Take the medicines, take the drink, take sun. Okay, sun like sun bathing. Okay. Then trabajar, to work. Caminar, to walk. Andar also to walk. Viajar, to travel. Nadar, to swim. Cambiar, to change. Dibujar, to draw. You're getting many verbs, right? AR ending. Just take a screenshot. You can write it. And I will give you the homework where you are going to like conjugate 3 regular verbs of AR ending. I will put what are the verbs. 3 regular verbs of ER ending, 3 regular verbs of IR ending. Okay. Then take some ER ending verbs like beber, to drink, aprender, to learn, leer, to read, comprender, to understand. Then IR, vivir, subir, escribir, and abrir. Subir is to go up, escribir is to write, abrir is to open, cubrir is to close. Also write one cubrir. Okay.